welcome to Cleveland.
Yeah, happy to be here.
How
Happy to be here.
surprising have these last, I don't know how many days been?
Yeah, I don't know about surprising. I mean, that's the NFL. Things happen. I've been around long enough to understand, don't try to figure it out, right? Just handle the moment, and that's what I've been doing the last, 5 or 6 days, and just happy to be here.
Kevin had mentioned to us the fact that you work with Drew Petzing, who has been
Yeah.
here, and the offense is real similar.
Yeah.
So I guess in such a short amount of time here, has the transition been a little easier from a familiarity standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, as much as, one offense to another, there's probably not a much smoother transition, terminology-wise. Obviously, somebody else calling it, new guys around you. The bigger thing has been getting to know my teammates more than getting to know the system, which I think is a good thing.
Jeff, changing teams this late in the season is one thing, but getting put in a game is another one. Did you sign knowing you would probably play?
I didn't know what was going to happen. When you get an opportunity to get on a 53-man roster, you take it. That's typically the fastest path to the field, and that's what my thought process was. So, came here, had a chance to get on a 53, and looking forward to the opportunity on Sunday.
What was the initial conversation with Kevin like as he was telling you where to start and just kind of working through this week?
Yeah, I mean, it was the same message that everybody got. We're going to go out and try to win this game, and that's what we've been doing all week. We've been, working hard, getting to know our opponent, get to know the game plan, but that's really been the message: is go try to win a football game.
So you said one of the bad things was getting to know your teammates. Ask Joe how you did that so quick. It's common occurrence here to get to know guys real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned earlier, this is the NFL. Things happen. My family thinks it's crazier than, my teammates. Teammates see people in buildings all the time. There's new people in every building every week, and that's just the name of the game. But yeah, just trying to get to know these guys on offense and defense, and it's a really good group of guys. So happy to be with.
So in terms of just, being AVP and, down in Cincinnati and playing against the Browns, it just has a lot of familiarity to it for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the level of familiarity is huge. Seeing a face that you recognize and, that you've worked with is comforting. So it's been good to get back with him and be in the room with him. So it's been really good.
Jeff, you're on the inside now. As an outsider, what's it like to see this team through 4 quarterbacks and now a 5th starter and be in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's like you said, from the outside, you don't really know much. You see guys go down, you see a different guy in there, throughout the season, and it's difficult. You see teams where, a key player goes down and it just derails the season, and it's been the opposite here, and I think it's it's the way that the culture was built here, the way that the roster was built here. It really is a full team, and that's what it takes to be successful.
How tough is the week when you're not only trying to learn this system here, but you also got to prepare for the Bengals defense?
Yeah, I mean, all weeks are hard, right? There's a lot thrown at you week in and week out. So, I mean, it's a little bit of a challenge, getting to, meet people for the first time, shake their hand, and then go play with them. So that's a little bit different. But, yeah, I mean, it's a really good defense, and, we've watched a lot of tape on them. The staff and the other guys here know them a little bit better than I do, just from playing them the last few years. But yeah, it's a challenge, but that's the NFL. It's a challenge every week.
You're the first quarterback in this series that started against both teams.
Yeah, I heard that. That's an interesting stat. I'm surprised that that's a thing, but yeah, I heard that. Whatever that means. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
And your first touchdown was against this team. Remember that?
I do. I remember it well.
Came in for Andy Dalton.
Came in. Yep. He something happened. I think his hand. I threw a touchdown on the seam to Tyler Boyd, and he proceeded to throw my first touchdown ball in the stands. I looked around. I asked the ref. I was like, "Where's the ball?" And he's like, "I don't know." What would I know?
First touchdown in that game.
Yeah, I think it was from about this far away. But yeah.
Did you keep that one?
No, not that one.
Obviously. Did you know Joe very well before you got here?
No, hadn't worked with him before. But he was in Denver the year before I was there, and Brett Rippon and Drew Lock, said really good things about him, and all true.
I mean,
I mean, from the outside, not being on the inside, just how impressive is it for him to come in and win 4 in a row and just put up the numbers that he has when he hadn't been on the team?
Yeah, it's huge. He was, out of football the whole year, just living, relatively civilian life, coming in here, getting back into the swing of an NFL building, NFL season, and getting thrust in pretty quickly. It's been fun to watch from the outside, but being here and seeing it, I'm not surprised.
Jeff, you talked about just getting acclimated, getting to know the guys. There's been a lot said about this locker room, just how tight it is, and for the fact that they're going 11-5 and they're in the playoffs and all this. So what's your first impressions of some of the guys that you have been able to interact with and how this locker room has been?
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that, the record is what it is. Obviously, it's a talented group, but like you mentioned, really tight-knit group, really good guys across the board, and, you need that over the course of a season.
Do you feel this game is an audition for you?
I don't think so. I mean, every player in this league, their resume is what they put on the field. But, we're worried about winning this game, and that's all I'm worried about. If I start thinking about stuff down the line, whether this year or years to come, I would be doing this team a disservice.
And what were you were here with the Cardinals when they played there, right?
Yes.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What are your observations about the Browns defense?
Yeah, tough defense, right? Good schematically, good physically, and really deep unit. So there's a reason they're at the top of the league, in terms of team defense.
Is there any thought that you might play in that game, or did you know going in?
I was up. That was the one year this year that I was elevated from the practice squad. So I had the mindset that I'm one snap away, and that's reality. So I was prepared to play. I didn't know what was going to happen, but anytime you're back up, you got to be ready to go.
If you get to stick around and you're here throughout the playoffs, what do you think you can help Joe with? I mean, what do you think you can offer him or support him?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's been there, done that, Super Bowl winning quarterback, played 16, 17 years now. Obviously, and support him in whatever way I can. I don't know what that is. But, just like to every other teammate, I'll do the same to him, is just be a good teammate.
Even during games, on the surface and just identifying.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel it out, right? You got to just, see what he likes, how the communication goes in the sideline. And sometimes guys like to talk it out. Sometimes they just like to play. So going to do what I can to just be a good teammate. Thanks, guys. Nice to meet everybody.